Hello everybody, this is Zairs, and today we're playing Reus. I'm gonna make it a little simpler, and we're not gonna go through the tutorial, which would be the first era, second era, and third era, which simply tells you how to play the game. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and go to the normal eras and for a 30-minute game. Just show you exactly what Reus is and see if you guys enjoy it. Reus is available on Steam for $9.99, basically $10. It's not bad for a game of this type. These at the beginning, they give you little hints. Villagers are quite used to seeing the giants. They've known them for as long as they can remember. As you see, I've already played the game a bit, but this is a completely new game, so... Now, what we have here is our forest giant, our rock giant, our ocean giant, and our swamp giant. To start off in the beginning, what you need to do is create some water so that you can create the other ones. I don't want to make the water over these right here, as these are boosts that help your buildings and all of that. So initially, we're going to go ahead and create an ocean. And we're also going to raise a forest. And we'll do that right next to the ocean. And then on the other side, we'll create a swamp. And finally, all the way over here, we're going to create a desert with a mountain as well. This will allow us to have the seeds of life, as I like to call them. And initially we're going to need to make some plants. For over here, let's make some animals. We can just place these anywhere. A forest village has settled. Forest villages often start projects that require food. Try using plants and domestic animals within the village borders. Press the red cross to not show this tip again. Well, I always click the check mark. In here you can see, when I click on it, this village is, well, their territory, they kind of started a little too far over. Not the best of things, because it doesn't go out all the way. This purple thing is what determines the village's borderlines and how far they can see. This is really bad though right here, because we don't want it to extend out into the ocean like that. That can affect it quite badly. But when we click on the village, we can see their food and use and all of that. How much greed they have. Greed is bad. We don't want any greed at all. Their army strength in case they do ever get into a war. And you have to carefully monitor this. Now, eventually this village will start wanting things, and it will usually inform you about that. We come over here, and desert villages typically like money. And a lot of money at that. So, let's see. Make some advanced minerals. And some normal minerals, bleh, if I can talk. Then over for the swamp giant, we'll place down some herbs. We'll take our ocean giant, and for here, we're going to throw down some of these domestic animals. And we're going to need some food over here as well. Really, I didn't want them to have money, so I'm I'm going to destroy this, as you can see right here. It just completely gets annihilated. Now there's some plants there. And over here, I wanted this. But I didn't want this, so I'm going to go ahead and destroy that. And each giant has their own basic attacks. That way you can destroy any village that gets way out of hand. And becomes very useful. Now, they have 2 out of 4 food, so for them to grow, they need some more food. So we're going to throw a growth aspect on here, which should give us a little bit more food, I believe. Ah, I see. That one doesn't affect them. It's been a while. It's this guy, I believe, that has to use it. That's technology. We don't want technology. It's desert. There should be another one on here. Maybe not. I don't think I've unlocked it yet. Anyways, that'll do for now. We may be able to even just create some kind of fish. I'm not sure. Oh! Yeah, we're actually able to create fish, so we don't have to destroy any of this water. That will actually be quite fine. A new nomad is roaming the planet looking for a place to settle a new village. Make a nice place for it to settle, so on and so forth. Well, where are you, nomad? Can you usually see them? Yeah, there he is. Alright. So he wants wealth. Well, there's some wealth right here, just right in his borders. A project is close to run out of time. If the patches within the border are already taken, don't forget that you can use aspects. That would probably be these guys. They want 30 food? Yes. I forgot to even check that. Well, see if we can create some kind of plants here in the water. Usually combining it with a different area will create a special type of whatever it's called. Nature is looking promising, but it could do even better. Have you tried making use of symbiosis? Click on your favorite natural source like chicken or blueberry and look at its symbiosis in the right corner. Similar to this. This thing's symbiosis is +1 animal range for each other mackerel within animal range. Stacks up to 2 times. Meaning I can come over here and create more fish. And they'll get a boost from that. This is almost out of time, which is not good. So this thing's symbiosis is for blueberries within the animal's range. And blueberries come from fruit plants. And that greatly increased. Now, because that's such a huge increase, that's going to increase their greed a bit. But they should be alright. These guys, they want more wealth and more food. They don't care for technology. So really, I need to get rid of the technology there. Which is quite easily done. Just smack right there, that should destroy it. And they want some food. So, let's see. We'll make them some animals. Once this is destroyed, and now we've got a swamp village as well to deal with. Currently they don't have any projects, but we'll have to wait for that to come up. And the granary challenge failed. I didn't get it up in time. But that's alright, because they'll create another challenge soon. These guys started a tool shop challenge. They want wealth and technology. Well, wealth is no problem, but technology can be quite a pain to get started. And now that that's destroyed, we can come here and create some animals, which should give them some food. Yes. They need 15. We got 15. They need 15 here. We've got 15. Now they just have to collect this on their own. And that's it. Over here, 14. We need 15, so that is slightly lower. Plus 7 tech for each minerals next to it. So we need to grab our giant over here and bring him up here. What that does, the Aurora will speed up my giant slightly, as well as other things. The Ocean Giant fires an Aurora wave, healing and speed boosting the first giant it hits. It can't heal the Ocean Giant, unfortunately, though. Now that he's over here, we can create some minerals. We'll want to create the minerals right next to there. And that's alright if we destroy part of the village. They don't much care. Now that boosts the tech, but they can't quite reach the minerals here. So we're going to go ahead and move over here and create some minerals right there. We can always move it later. We'll just create that there. And they should gather that wealth pretty quickly. They'll become slightly greedy because we gave them a bit much, but that's alright. Nature is looking great, but there are not many further developed natural sources. Remember that you can transmute sources by upgrading them with the right aspect ability, which has to do with all of the aspects in the game. We're not going to worry about it. And now we have a fishing dock challenge. They've got a ton of food, which is not so great. They are a little greedy, but they do need some wealth. And our wealth guy, who obviously is this guy, can come over here and create some. We'll just throw some wealth there. And now that they've completed their projects, they're starting to get ambassadors. And the ambassadors can unlock more technology, so on and so forth. So we're going to have our swamp guy pick him up. As you can see, he just plops on his head there. And we gain our ability Toxic Aspect, which increases the technology. Now, our rock guy here, we're going to have him come pick up this guy, which should give, there we go, increase mineral wealth. Now for this symbiosis, as you can see here, plus 10 wealth of next to an animal nest. I'm not sure exactly what their project was. 10 wealth, wasn't it? Yes. So we will need to go ahead and give it symbiosis. Ah, unless it's talking about... I see. I see. Tricky, tricky. It's not talking about the ocean giants. Oops. It's talking about his exotic animals. Which is fine. We can come over here and place that. They don't need this much food anyways. No new projects have started as of yet. This should hopefully override this one and not just do nothing. Yeah, there we go. And there, that activates the symbiosis, I believe, or should. Animal nest. Well, Ah, there it goes. A forest ambassador has appeared. Alright, now we can look at our guys. He will upgrade plant with fruit aspect and add food. Or increase tech. Or increase wealth. I think it's best because all of our giants must have at least one ambassador before you can give an ambassador to another giant. For example, one giant can't have like 4 ambassadors and the others have 0. Your giants are growing stronger and stronger. However, it seems that the humans have noted this as well. At some points, the humans will no longer be impressed with completing some projects and demand higher level projects. We still have another 11 minutes, so that's good. Hopefully get a few more projects done. And these should start popping up as well. As they level, you can see their range will start to greatly increase as well, making it a little bit easier. Come on, giants. Let's go. New project. Well, we go ahead and try and get another village in. We'll create it. Yeah, right here should be fine. It shouldn't do anything to the swamp village. And this time we will create... Oh. This is a forest. Well, we'll go ahead and create another forest. Not much else to make at the moment. And we'll throw the fruit way over here. That way the village starts up a little further away from the ocean this time. Because they are typically built around these. You can see the little guys down there mining. People walking around, all kinds of cool things. Looks like a new forest village settled pretty much instantly. We'll wait for them to start up a project and see exactly what they want. As you can see, they started way far away from the ocean this time. Ah, and now they want a granary. Meaning we need to give them a lot of food. Plus 10 food if next to an apple tree, dandelion, or strawberry. Well, later we can hover over and see exactly what it needs to become those. So, what we're going to do here, we'll go ahead and raise another fruit plant. And we can give them the, we'll go with an apple tree. So that should be the fruit aspect, yes. And this will then become a apple tree, and that will boost both of them. And then I click here, and bam. Now I can always increase this one if I give it a potent fruit aspect, which it has already, and that just happens by chance. And it can become a pear tree. But I don't want to do that, as that will completely destroy this one until I make it strawberries, I believe. This will give them plenty of food, and they'll be able to get their project, well, almost done. But I can go ahead and give this the fruit aspect. Will also increase the amount of food it gives. Just having the aspect on there and not transforming it. This gets +8 food and +2 something natura for each animal nest next to it. So what I can do is come over here, get this guy, and create, well, maybe he can create domestic. I believe domestic animals should affect it as well, but it might be a little buggy, or there's something going on with it. We'll just make it out here in the wasteland. Should be fine. I hope. If it lets us make it in the wasteland. I'm not sure if it does or not. Ooh, no, it doesn't. It did increase the food because it is technically an animal nest. But yeah, that doesn't look too good. But now we have a new challenge. We'll focus on this. We need at least 50 wealth and 90 food. Now that's a huge increase. So we may not just give it to him yet. Let's see, exotic or predator? Well, we're gonna do an exotic. Or, no, we don't have the exotic one yet, that's right. We have the toxic aspect. But that one doesn't want it. It wants either a lesser herd aspect or a lesser predator aspect. Let's see, do we have herd? No. No, we don't have it yet. Oh, and now we got a forest ambassador. Well, the herd is with the swamp crystal. The hunt aspect is with a desert. Exotic is with a forest. So we can actually... Well, that's right, we can't. I forgot, because we have to give it all of them at least one before a Titan can have two. So how are we going to increase this? Well, what we can do is add another one of these and give it more symbiosis. And that stacks up to 2 times, which isn't bad, which will increase the overall by quite a lot. I believe it was this guy? No? Not a fruit. Ah, a domestic animal, that's what it was, right? Maybe we can get this one done before then. I don't know, though. Now that gave it quite a boost. This extends all the way out to this one, but we've maxed out its symbiosis. So what we can do in this is give it aspects to increase its food. Another good thing we can do is use Aurora, which increases its chance as well to get a greater aspect on there. Now the best one for food should be this guy. Yep, fruit aspect, but I can't give it to those because they're not, well, fruits. Maybe a leaf, no. That's to increase wealth, can't really use that one. That one's wealth. I guess all we can really use is the growth aspect, which is fine. It will increase it as well if it works on these. I'm not so sure it will. No, it doesn't seem to do anything. So we'll have to get food another way. What we can do is plant a tree over here, though. And I know we can give the crystal aspect to this. I don't think we're going to be able to get it done. Yeah, they're about to all fall asleep. But that's alright. That's the end of this round. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And fall asleep, my giants. Fall asleep. And that's it for this time, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.